not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my final thoughts and redirect for episodes 13 through 17 of Trigun. So go ahead, click the link in the description, check that out, come back here, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see next week's reaction video, check out my Patreon. The link is also in the description, and over there I post early access reaction videos for all of my series here on YouTube with the exception of My Hero Academia. And they're normally posted within 24 hours or so of the current YouTube video, and they follow the same sequence, only a week ahead. Okay, so we started episode 13 with a recap episode, so I wasn't really interested. I skipped ahead most of it, except for the very end where we kind of saw Vash going off and doing his thing, but yeah, that wasn't a very interesting episode. It was all filler pretty much. So I didn't end up really watching it. Episode 14, we had the, I forget the names of the people, but we had the old couple who lived on that oasis-like area in the middle of nowhere it's like the only area that we've seen so far that actually has like trees and shit growing. And basically they're trying to get the land taken for themselves before like this evil guy who really owns the property is gonna snatch it from them. They the ones who like take care of the land and everything, so they're trying to get like the deed and everything. And the guy sends these this giant and little shrimp guy after them. I thought the episode was weird. It was interesting. Not my favorite episode, to be honest, but it was what it was. With 15, 16, and 17, though, we got some really good shit. We got to see, I think his name is Legato, and that's the dude with the white hair and the white coat that looks like Sephiroth's jacket, only white. And basically, we found out that his telekinesis goes a little further than we had originally known, and he can actually control people or speak through people. He made this entire bar shoot themselves, and he sent the Gung Ho gang, I think it might be called. Gung Ho something. But anyway, I think it's Gung Ho. I might be completely wrong, but I think it's something like that. Basically, he sent his group after Vash. This girl with, what was her name? Dominique, the Cyclops, I think it was. Basically, she has the same Geass power as Rolo from Code Geass, where she can make somebody freeze in time and then move to where she needs to, and then they don't realize any time has passed, so it seems like she's teleporting and whatnot. That was pretty cool, but Vash was able to overcome it because he's a badass, and yeah. What I really liked about these episodes, though, was the episode that was titled Rem something. I forget her last name. But anyways, we got to see some really awesome backstory with Vash in that episode. Actually, real quick, before I touch up on that, I want to go over one other thing. When Vash was fighting that guy, and I'm totally forgetting his name, but he's like he wielded a sword. But anyways, Vash was fighting that guy, and he wasn't able to stop his power from coming out, and his whole hand like transformed into this huge like ray gun of some kind, and it completely blew up the town. And I have no idea what that was, but it was awesome, even though Vash doesn't seem to like that power at all. He seems to actively try to avoid using it. Probably because of how destructive it is and how he doesn't judge himself to be worthy of killing anybody. You know, he doesn't think that any humans are worthy of killing anybody. He thinks that that's not their decision to make. So when that comes out of him, maybe he can't control it, so he doesn't want to use it. But very extremely interested to know what the fuck is going on with that, because it's not like it was just another weapon that he had attached to him. Like, his left arm, but his whole arm seemed to like transform into this thing, and I don't know what the hell it is. But we got a little bit of answers with episode 17. We had a major flashback where we saw Vash as a kid with this other kid named Knives. And I'm thinking Knives grows up to be Legato, first of all. But second of all, like this little kid, both of them, Vash and Knives, are like these extremely gifted children. Somehow, I think they were like bred or like test tube babies or something, because the one guy kept referring to them as monsters, and we've seen them have like special powers before. They talked about how fast they're growing, all sorts of stuff that indicated that they're not actually human. They're probably created for some reason. But we found out how they ended up on that planet, which was pretty cool. Basically, the human race was had killed Earth, and they sent out all of these seed ships to seed other planets, and Knives took it upon himself to try to destroy the whole thing. He basically thinks that humans are not worth saving, and he tried to kill everybody on board except for like the test tube people. But they all crash landed on this desert planet, and that's where we are with the story. So I thought that was really cool. I actually didn't see anything like that coming. When I first heard about this series, I thought it was just another Western type series. But, it's completely surprised me with its storytelling and with its goofiness and seriousness combined together. I'm really enjoying this so far. I honestly cannot wait to find out what happens with this, because I'm at right now pretty convinced that Knives kid turns out to be Legato. We found out that was like 100 and something years ago, like 107 or something years ago. So clearly Vash and them don't age the way that normal people do. And there's just so much that we don't know yet. Even 17 episodes into a short series like this, I'm guessing the next few episodes are going to be real heavy with what's actually going on here, and I can't wait to find out. For those of you who don't know, the reason why this reaction was a little longer, you probably know this by now if you watched the reaction video, but basically I was really late on posting a video to Patreon, so I let them, my patrons, vote for a series that I do a longer reaction to, and Trigun's the one that won. So I did an extra 2 episodes, even though it ended up really only being like an extra episode and a quarter, because I skipped through a lot of episode 13. But still, hey, we got 5 episodes in. I'm sure you don't mind that I skipped recap, because I'm not going to give you a good reaction to that anyway. It's just recap. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.